Your friend Carl. Okay, there's a breaking news at Southern California. Angel, okay, you need to listen to this. Okay, so we are invaded. Okay, we are invaded. Okay.
Now is an invasion going on in Southern California at Jacumba Springs. We have all of the coverage coming right up. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California, and you're not going to hear about this on your local news. It is being censored right now, but you need to know about it, and I'm hoping that you will share this video, like the video, and share it with your friends so that we can get this news out to as many Californians as possible. We know that we have a border crisis. The liberal media doesn't want to cover it, and our California politicians, the liberals that have the supermajority in Sacramento, along with Governor Gavin Newsom, they want to do nothing about the border crisis. In fact, they're making it worse by enticing illegal immigrants to come across the border with generous welfare benefits at your expense, taxpayer expense, as well as making California a sanctuary state to shield criminals from deportation. But this is absolutely an alarming situation right now at the southern border here in California. And I was recently down at the border. I've seen it myself. I went with a news crew, down to the southern border to show them what's going on. Fox News now has not one but two news crews doing live reports down there, and we need to get more media to show up and do their damn job to warn the residents of the state of California, and America for that matter, what's actually going on. Here is the place where we're seeing the crossings, Jacumba Springs. It's not pronounced Jacumba. Jacumba Springs, Jacumba Hot Springs, right here at the U.S.-Mexico border. That's where the incursion is happening of tens of thousands of illegal immigrants. I'm zooming out here. It's in a very rural part of the border. So this is not drawing a lot of attention because it's literally half the way out to El Centro in the San Diego area. So that's what we're talking about, Jacumba Hot Springs. That's where this massive flood of illegal immigrants are pouring through. Here is one of the Fox News crews, Griff Jenkins in Jacumba, reporting on that network.
That's okay, John. Listen.
Give you some audio. There we go. There we are.
I want you to come with me for a second live here because I might as well be at a United Nations conference. We have migrants here from Turkey, from India, from Africa, from Peru, from China, a lot from China, as well as Brazil. There's a man here. There's a guy giving a peace sign over there. The guy in the middle there says he's from Cameroon. And then look,
there are some women there, but look at all the military-aged men that are in that line. More on that in just a minute.
Look over here. I'll just bring you this way quickly. You can see also another line over here. There's 200 to 300 migrants out here. In fact, if we have a drone shot, I think you can probably take that and really get the grasp of just how many people are out here from so many countries. And it is those Chinese that raise alarms. But today, John, we ran into 3 Syrian men. Of course, Syria is a state sponsor of terror, and they will get excruciating background checking because of that very reason. But as we stand here now,
extensive background checks. Border Patrol agents are completely overwhelmed in Southern California. And so this is, we don't have a governor like Greg Abbott in Texas that's helping Border Patrol. We have a governor, Gavin Newsom, Mr. Hairgel, Mr. I'm running for president, but not really running for president. This is where people are coming, because they know that they can easily cross Southern California. And you see it right before your very eyes. You don't see this stuff happening as much in Texas because they know that's not where you should be crossing, because they actually have a state government that's trying to protect their people.
I'll just walk with you along the line here. You can see all of these migrants here lining up. And this is part of the problem. The Chinese, by the way, you mentioned the 500% increase. There were only 450 total Chinese migrants in the fiscal year 2021. We have had over
Look at the
600
military
since I have
age
been on the ground this week. And that is raising a lot of concerns
Oh
from
my
folks
God!
here.
Man,
This man has a,
hoodies
I
on,
love
they're
New York.
turning.
Do you
Look
want
at
to go
that
to
one
New
guy
York?
turning to the side.
No,
Where do you want to go in the U.S.?
I'm from Colombia.
In Colombia, where do you want to go in the United States?
English,
Where are you from?
Guinea.
Guinea? Where do you want to go in the U.S.?
Small speaking English.
Okay. So as you can see,
This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Where do you want to go in the U.S.? The answer is anywhere where they're going to give me the goodies. Good grief.
a lot of migrants here. This gentleman is from Cameroon. Cameroon. Where are you trying to go to the U.S.? Where? What city? As you can see, thank you. As you can see,
I
John.
mean, this is insane, people. This is what every single damn network ought to be showing, but they don't want to because they are trying to lie to you. This is the corrupt media. Your local stations will not show you this. Thank goodness that Fox has two crews out there. We've been beating the drum. You know, I appear on Fox once a week with Trace Gallagher out of the LA News Bureau to update America on just the craziness out here in California. But we also feed a number of stories. You know, we've been talking to Fox producers about the crisis at the border, and obviously they've been doing a phenomenal job covering this across the entirety of the southern border. But no other network wants to cover this. No other network gives a damn. They don't want the American people to know, and no other network's going to do what Griff Jenkins just did there. Let's see the rest of his report.
There's a language barrier here, and that makes it difficult for the agents, and particularly in the case of the Chinese migrants, because the agents don't speak very much Mandarin. John was.
Okay, so that was this past morning. Here is in the middle of the night. You got the fire there. I won't play the audio, but hordes of people in the middle of the night. That's Bill Melugin. Here's another one. Bill Melugin. Look at all those military-aged men. Scores and scores of them. That's in Jacumba. Here is another interview. This is Griff Jenkins. This is a Syrian interviewer.
Syria. What's your name?
Milad.
Milad? Why'd you come to the U.S.? Why coming to U.S.? No?
No English.
Okay. Where are you from?
From Syria.
Syria? English?
So.
Why are you coming to the U.S.? Why come?
Because we love America. And,
Oh, we love America. Oh, we love America.
A nice style, a nice life.
Yeah, coming for jobs?
Yeah, a nice job, a nice, because our country very weird.
What's your name?
Look, if people want to come here, do it the right way. You break in the law, particularly from a Middle Eastern country that is rife with terrorist cells and activity, we have a problem. We have a real problem. And again, this is not about not wanting to have immigration. We take 1 million legal immigrants in each and every year. This is about a national security threat. This is about overwhelming our border cities with the burden of illegal immigration, the crime, the social service impacts that taxpayers are going to have to pay for, particularly here in California, since we're so generous with our illegal immigrant welfare benefits. So here is the story up at Fox. Chinese migrants pouring across southern border, sparking national security concerns. This was about a week ago. 20,000 Chinese nationals already have crossed, and guess where they're crossing? Into California. They're not coming across in Texas. It goes to show you that the border issue is not just a federal issue. It is a state and federal issue. They're selecting California because in California, we do not have our National Guard troops at the southern border to help out. We are a sanctuary state. They know they can commit crimes and not be deported. They know when they get here, they will have all sorts of welfare programs, taxpayer-funded welfare programs, so that they can get the easy transition into our country at your expense. That's what's going on here. That's why they're coming to California. That's why we're bearing the largest brunt. The more great work that Greg Abbott does in Texas to secure the border in Texas, the more it shifts, like squeezing the air in a balloon, it shifts those illegal immigrants and the people on the terror watch list. Shifts it over here to California. Thanks, Gavin Newsom. It's going to be very soon, but I fear that blood will be on the hands of Gavin Newsom, Joe Biden, and other open border Democrats who are facilitating this sort of nonsense. This is right in Southern California. I was at Jacumba Springs yesterday. We did a tour of the border. We saw all of this. We've been trying to sound the alarms on this crisis for months, and the local news stations, they refuse to cover it. It is a blackout. It is censorship. And then when something does happen, they'll say, oh, live news event. Oh, we don't know why this happened. Or they'll make it about the need for gun control. Americans are the problem. We take away their Second Amendment rights. You know, someone else is coming to California. Oh, it is old demented Joe, who doesn't know what day of the week it is. He doesn't know even his own identity. He turns to his wife and says, who are you? Joe Biden visiting California. He's not going to Jacumba Springs. No way. No, he's going to go hang out with a bunch of billionaires to basically be wheeled in front of them. He'll be poked by an aide. He'll read off a teleprompter or a card. He'll stumble around verbally. He'll get confused, maybe fall off a stage, and then they'll wheel him out to go take a nap. He's coming to LA, San Francisco, and Los Altos Hills. He'll be here between Tuesday and Thursday this week, and it's all part of him trying to glad hand with a bunch of rich donors. Mr. President, if you're there, if you're cognizant, come down to the southern border. I'll give you a tour. Border Patrol agents will give you a tour as well. Let's show you, Mr. President, what you have done to compromise the security of this country. The mess that you have created, along with your other open border Democrats. But no, he's not going to show up at the border. He's never shown up at the border. His entire administration, he's created a mess and he doesn't show up at the border. Even his border czar, Kamala Harris, hasn't shown up at the border. And no one has held them accountable. I've said it once, I'll say it 10 times. If you want border security, the only way you're going to get it is if you put Donald Trump back in the White House. I don't care if you don't like the tweets. You need to understand that the only guy that is serious about securing the border and the most important office to vote for to secure the border is who is in the White House, the Oval Office, the president. And he's the only one that's committed to doing it. I don't even think many of the Republicans would do it, because they get so enamored by the free political money from big business that wants cheap labor, which means that they want an open border. And in California, we need to shake up our political system as well, because Greg Abbott and the Republicans in Texas show you what you can do in a state to try to have the backs of Border Patrol agents and to try to secure the southern border and protect communities. And that's why I'm running for state assembly. I want to represent the district, the border district in California. Jacumba Springs, it's in my district, the 75th Assembly District, and I need your help to get there. Put me in the game, coach. Elect me in the 75th District, and if you don't even live there, chip in a contribution. Go to the website, reformcalifornia.org. That's reformcalifornia.org. Click under Contribute, and you can help power my campaign so that I can be the border czar. I can be that watchdog who is constantly raising the issue of border security each and every day, getting the media as much as possible to come down and see it for themselves, taking my own camera down to the border to investigate. And then we've got to add more ranks in the state legislature of Republicans who are committed to securing the border. Not all Republicans are. A lot of them are afraid to even raise the issue. So check out my voter guide at electionguidecalifornia.org. That's electionguidecalifornia.org. We endorse other candidates who are, like me, committed to securing the border. Until next time, Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California. Help us break through the censorship of the liberal media. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and smash that notification button so you can stay up to date on all the developments in California news and politics. Also, please visit the website, reformcalifornia.org, for ongoing news coverage and to join one of our campaigns in the fight to take back our state. If you can, please sign up as a volunteer or chip in a contribution. This episode of Reform California with Carl DeMaio, paid for by Carl DeMaio for State.
Okay, Angel. We're gonna vote for Carl DeMaio, okay? So we have a breaking news about Southern California, San Diego. Okay, Angel? Okay. So now we're gonna watch it again, okay?